Ow. That hurt.
Well, this is unexpected.
Yep.
We were falling. If this is the afterlife, the Chantry owes me an apology. This looks nothing like the Maker's bosom.
No. The Inquisitor did something with the mark. Opened another rift. I think we're in the Fade. I've seen my father in the Fade. I've seen a demon pretending to be my sister in the Fade. But I've never seen this.
It's not how I remember the Fade either.
The first time I entered the Fade, it looked like a lovely castle filled with gold and silks. I met a marvelous desire demon, as I recall. We chatted and ate grapes before he attempted to possess me.
Can I get that version
Perhaps
of
the
it?
difference is that we are here physically. This is no one's dream.
The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
Maybe? I don't know. I still don't remember.
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Eramond was using, and there could be others.
This is shitty. I'll fight whatever you give me, boss. But nobody said nothing about getting dragged through the ass end of Demon Town.
You're welcome.
In the real world, the rift with the demons in it was nearby, in the main hall. Can we get out the same way?
I mean, it's better than staying here, right? Unless everybody just wants to live in the Fade permanently.
It beats waiting around for demons to find us, right? There. Let's go.
Hey, Chief, let's join the Inquisition. Good fights for a good cause. I don't know, Krem. I hear there are demons. Don't worry about the demons, Chief. I'm sure we won't see many. Can't believe I listen. Asshole! Everyone, if I get possessed, faint on my blind side, then go low. Cullen says I leave myself open.
I'll bear that in mind.
All right. Thank you for that, Bull. I'm sure we're all happy to... Oh, hey, there's a supply cache in the Fade. That's something, right? Supply caches in the Fade? Why is there red lyrium in the Fade? What? Why is it... Am I shaping this? But we're here physically. And this looks like a place. Not like somebody's dream. This is some kind of liquid and rocks and everything. And yes, nothing makes sense, but it's all still a place. And why is there red lyrium growing here? Oh, I don't like it. Maybe spirits won't... Demon... Are you gonna still attack me? Why are there demons though too? Shouldn't they all be spirits at this point? No, I guess not. We couldn't be that lucky. All right, what is this? The Pilgrim. I came to the Temple of Sacred Ashes with the faithful, ready to help with the conclave. I prayed to the Maker for peace, but the mountain shook and fell and buried me. Alone in darkness, my legs crushed. I cried in fear of a world with no Maker, fading in and out of dreams of monsters inside the black. Light my final hours, let me go to the Maker without the terror of darkness and confounding me. Oh, this is not at all. What about a play from warrior to the spirits? Okay. That almost looks like it's a mixture of Avar and Ferelden. All these different styles of sculptures and everything like that. What is that? Is that... That is some kind of something. A ram's head? What does that mean? I know not everything here has to mean something, but it has to mean something, right? Like, look at this. This almost looks like little apartments and everything. Or like little homes with the windows and everything. Who lives here? Oh, hello. I'm like, we're not even playing right now. I understand. You're all demons. Yes. Hi. Hello. This must be the demon portion of the Fade. Because why wouldn't I get the demon portion of the Fade when I physically walk back into the Fade after so long? Doesn't it, though? Doesn't this look like somebody should live here like it's a castle? What? Whose castle? Who does it belong to? Is that an... What? It's a mirror. Alright, let's examine it. Okay. That kind of stung a little. But I feel like I might have a little bit more something to me. Wait, what is that? It's a book on an awkward-looking chair. Walking in the Fade Frozen Moments. Who wrote this? To know the Fade, one cannot seek to master it. The Fade is the master, the teacher. We are merely apprentices. Huh. I'm sorry. What?
What?
Yup.
That can't be.
I know.
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia.
Okay. I have no idea what's going on. Anybody? Guesses?
Back at Haven, I thought I saw... How can you be here?
She isn't. Things in the Fade have a tendency to show up looking like people you know. Demons, mostly.
You think my survival impossible. Yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Really? How hard is it to answer one question? I'm a human, and you are?
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
How did you know my title? I was an Inquisitor at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
The real Divine would have no way of knowing that I'd been made Inquisitor.
I know, because I have examined memories like yours, stolen by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I'd like to have a few words with this nightmare about that.
Same.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
Wait. I don't understand. Dwarfs can't dream. They don't enter into the Fade. So how can a nightmare demon feed on a dwarf's whimper in the deep roads? Does that imply that even though dwarfs can't go into the Fade themselves, the demons can still try to access them from the Fade? That doesn't make sense. That's curious. Why? All right, I know. I'll put that away. We'll examine it later when we get back to Skyhold. Oh, this is awful.
The big demon Eramond was trying to bring through.
Yes.
It's nearby.
Yes.
Well, shit.
When you entered the Fade at Heaven, The demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Okay, my memories are wisps. I'm fighting my memories. I don't. Oh, you mean the little glowing orb creepy things? That makes way more sense now. I thought you were literally saying that my memories were wisps that I was fighting. All right. I guess I should recover them.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
You of all people? Who is she talking to?
What's going on here?
Is this the last one, guys?
Now is the hour of our victory.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me! What's going on here?
So that mark on your hand, it wasn't sent by Andraste.
Nope.
It came from that orb Corypheus was using.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself.
How do you know this?
When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
I'm sorry. I just still would like to know how you know what Corypheus's plans were. Unless it's another one of those I read the dream or the memories of others that have been stolen kind of thing. But that... I'm still very suspicious of you.
I never thought Andraste did this. I did this myself, through my actions. No maker required.
And now you may be certain. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
What's wrong, Hawk?
I wondered if you might be concerned about the Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed Corypheus took their minds. You've seen it happen yourself. Come on. You can add it to the things to yell at the Wardens about when we get out of here.
Oh, I intend to.
I've never met the Divine. You think that was really her?
No.
Well, I have no idea. If it's a spirit, it's not acting like one. No demon would have been so helpful without asking something in return.
That's great and all, but the nightmare is the thing currently scaring the shit out of me.
Sounds like it preys on fear. Stealing people's memories, that's low, even for a demon. Memories make us what we are, a monster that takes them away. I don't want to think about that.
I don't
But
know.
after what it did to the Wardens, it's going to learn to fear for itself.
All right, so good. We all agree that the Nightmare Demon needs to go. Fantastic. Good team bonding. Let's get out of here. Because there are a lot of people on the other side that are probably not too happy that we're here and they're not. This is a castle. It's almost like when the Veil was created. Or did there used to be people that lived on this side of the Veil? Did people used to live over here? Or at one point were the spirits super adventurous and started building themselves hovels? This completely looks like a castle. What is that? That's a demon. No? That statue? What is that? That looks somewhere between a desire demon and a canary.
Ah, we have a visitor. Some silly little girl comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from her shoulders.
I'd like it back,
You
please.
should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay,
Yeah.
forgotten. You think that pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel?
Me. I
The
felt
only
myself
one who
with it.
grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home, so by all means, let me return what you have forgotten.
Thank you. I appreciate the hospitality. Could you have a cup of tea waiting for me when we officially meet? That would be fantastic. What is that?
Guess this nightmare wasn't such hot shit after all.
Guess
These are
not.
just his servants, I imagine.
Just let me have this moment to hope, all right?
It's all yours, Bull. Doesn't that kind of look like a canary mixed with a desire demon? Ish, with the horns and everything, but not quite a desire demon. And then that's Andraste. Why is there a statue of Andraste in the Fade? Ish. Alright. What is this? The Claws of Dumont. Wasn't Dumont the first for the Blight? Master unveiled a new altar. It stands higher than a man like a great statue, and great spikes jut out from its length, hungry for blood. Master calls it the Claw of Dumont, and says that the altar will help bring Tevinter to glory. I praised it, as was expected, and Master smiled. It was good to see him smile again. He has been fearful of late, vexed by the loss of followers. He has met with the other priests, and in secret I have heard them discussing ways to return the people of Tevinter to the ways of the old gods, as is only just. He spoke to me later in the day and asked that I call him Corypheus. This is how Corypheus became Corypheus. Are you hearing this? This is what Dorian... This is everything. This one piece of information is absolutely everything. As it was the name he would take for himself after a ritual. Master, now Corypheus, told me that my people, the elves of old, were tied to the Fade, and that in order to carry out the will of Dumont, he would need to call upon the magic that lives in our blood. Corypheus told me to gather all of the elven servants and bring them to the western hall of our home at midnight. That is the hall where the Claw of Dumont is now kept. There are shackles across the top of the great altar and pools lined with runes beneath the claws. Oh no. I have sent my wife and children away, but have not warned the others. A few I may save. If I tried to save us all, we would only be killed in some other way, and others would die in our place. Master once laughed and joked. He could be stern, but he was not a cruel man. The weakening of the temples brought fear into his heart, and that fear has changed him. The cuts upon his arms are deeper and longer where he uses his blood magic more often. He speaks little to his wife. He listens only to the voices in his dreams. And it's almost midnight. The Claw of Dumont, great and spiked and merciless, is all my mind can see. I must gather the others. My family is safe. Corypheus will take me, but not those I love. Oh. He listens only to the voices in his dreams? Demons? Was he possessed? Was Corypheus sharing a body with a demon, do we think? Or was he only hearing them in his dreams? Was Corypheus a Fade Walker? Kind of like Solus is? Is that what we're coming to understand? So he changed. What is this? Flowers. Odd. So he had his or not his followers, but he had all of the elven servants he could muster murdered on that Claw of Dumont to breach. That was the night he breached open the Fade. Interesting. The implications there. So we know how Corypheus became Corypheus. And it was all because he was, what? Theoretically a religious zealot who was afraid that his that God was going to stop being worshipped because less people were going to the temple, so he decided to breach open the Fade and kill who knows how many elves? Just so many reasons to want to kill him all of a sudden, and I already had a list that was far too long to begin with. What is this? Fears of the Dreamers, the Freeholder. I watched the Blight take my land. I had nowhere to go. I tended the fields as I had, even as my flock died and my family sickened, my body racked with pain and chills. I saw too late the poison that had crept into the land. In my fever dreams, the sickness covered this whole world, and I wept in fear for the family I killed with my foolish pride. Show me that this world survives. Show me that the poison does not take everything. Okay. I hope that brings that spirit some measure of peace now. Oh man, though. I'm gonna have to tell like, there are so many different people at Skyhold that are gonna want recounts of that. Just that one little bit of information about Gryphius explains so much. The beginning. You know, there have been countless awful, awful people in the world. Right? I mean, we've seen it here. And for the first time, we actually have the beginnings of one, which is interesting. Do you think the Nightmare Demon is connected to Dumont? Out of curiosity. Okay, more red lyrium. This is nothing but red lyrium. Why?
What's this?
I don't know. It's from a journal. They think they own us. They think they decide whether we live or die. They sit there smug in their armor, ready to cut off our heads for the slightest transgression, as though we don't strive every day to stay sane, to keep the demons away. They can't control us any longer. I won't go back to the circle, not ever. I thought about it last night. Being back in the tower, their eyes on me, and all of it came back. All the years, head down, don't clench your fingers. Be a good mage, be a quiet mage. And I realized I don't want to make peace with the Templars. I want them to burn. I wanted so badly that the bed caught fire and it wouldn't go out until Yvonne iced it all over. It's still there inside me. I want them to feel the fear they made me feel. I want them to know what it's like. We're leaving for the Conclave in a few hours. If those bastards so much as blink the wrong way, I'll let them see what an apostate looks like. Okay. You. Hi. I mean, I get it. I get that mentality. But some of us didn't keep our heads down and fingers unclenched and told ourselves to be a good mage. Some of us...
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. The Kunari will make a lovely host for one of my minions. Or maybe I will ride his body myself.
I'd like to see you try.
Listen, you. Back off. Okay.
Greetings, Dorian. It is Dorian, isn't it? For a moment I mistook you for your father.
Rather uncalled for.
Ooh, you stooped low, Nightmare. You stooped really low for that one. Isn't there better anything that you could have said other than that? It's just petty. Childish. Alright, let's get rid of these demons and then keep going. I mean, the pettier he gets, that must mean the closer we are to getting to him. And I'm on fire again.
Once again, Hawk is in danger because of you, Varric. You found the red lyrium. You brought Hawk here.
Just keep talking, Smiley.
Varric, you know that's not true, right? You're not responsible for Hawk being here. You're not responsible for all the danger we're in right now. I hope you know that.